Can't see anything out there. Oh, oh. Now I see. Let me see if I can try to get it. Okay. There you go. It's still blurry. How come it be blurry? Hey, Ramona. Hey, Bill. How are you? Ouch. I keep banging my hand, my arm, my leg. Oh, I'm silly. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Andy. How are you, sweetie? I'm sure you are, Ramona. How's Richard doing? Smiling. So nice to see you. Good. Praise God. I'm so happy. Oh, don't say that, Andy. Lots of people praying for you, Andy. Hey, sis. Hey, Teddy. How are you? Welcome. Oh, I hope we get the activity tonight that I got last night. You hear all this noise out here, right? Well, last night I played Indian music. Hey, Sarah. I play Indian music and everything got quiet. And I mean, there you couldn't even hear a cricket. And we had that owl again out here last night. Just one hoot, and then he's gone. I swear it's just freaky. Then he's coughing. Yeah, I hear the frogs and crickets. And that silly owl. And this is too funny. We had company yesterday, our neighbors. I've got a story to tell you guys. It's really cool. Anyway, neighbors were here yesterday, and I was telling them about Sasquatch. And now they're not believers, right? And, hey, Sharon. And so we're sitting there, we're talking, and I shut up because my stomach started really hurting. I was getting ready to bolt into the house. I didn't want to say anything to them because I felt, bad because we had visitors. We don't get visitors. And my husband started talking, and all of a sudden, there was a tree knock behind us. Hey, Peppy. And the guy spun around and looked, and then turned around and looked at me, and I just kind of turned my head and looked the other direction. I started laughing. I love it when that happens, especially to non-believers. Hey, Pat, how are you? I mean, what knocks? I mean, it couldn't have been more than, 60 feet away. Hi, Nancy. How are you? It's so nice to see everybody. Same here, Sarah. Hey, Rod, how are you? Oh, I can get into all the nasty stuff that's going on right now, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm in too good of a mood tonight. It's just one of those things. I mean, nothing is working. Nothing. It's just, it's overwhelming. It's just craziness. So we didn't get the loan for the RV, or it was a tiny home, and we can't even buy a shed because, our credit score is so low. Hey, Jamie. But we did find a shed that as long as we don't as long as it's not turnkey and everything finished, we can get a loan for that one, and we have to finish the rest. And I said, as long as we can get, hey, Caroline, as long as we can get insulation and I can put a toilet in it and a shower, I'll be happy. So I guess we're going to end up in a shed, guys. None of them work. It's just, everything's just too expensive. I'm not going that route. Just not doing it. So, but this will be a modified shed. It'll be bigger than the ones out there. We're probably going to have to stay in that one if everything goes right and we agree that it's going to take 5 to 6 weeks for them to finish it. So we're going to have to stay in the small shed anyway. But who cares? I don't care. I'm too happy. Oh yeah, I love Isaiah, the book of Isaiah. So it's been crazy. So did I tell you guys what the neighbors told us? The people that bought the property above us? Did I tell you guys that story? Say yes or no so I don't repeat myself. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Okay, so here we go. Apparently, there is a husband and wife that came from, not here, Sarah. Just email me, hun, and I'll get it out. We don't do it on here anymore. There's a couple that lived in Texas that bought piece of property. You remember on the other side of me that flooded all the time? Hey, Chris. Okay, well, right attached to that property, but on the other side, is another piece of property. Well, they had bought that property over there, and they had started, putting gravel down and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it flooded. So they called our realtor, because they had the same realtor, and they said, hey, this is flooding over here. We can't stay here. We're not going to put any more money here. So he goes, well, yeah, he goes, we know. He says, so go ahead, just pick out another property and go ahead and move to it. So they did. But in the meantime, they went looking around to find out, about about this area and where it floods, right? They couldn't get any answers until they went to the Department of Agriculture. And then they found a floodplain. And guess what? They sent that information, including the maps, to the realtor back in January. Which means he lied. He knew that this place flooded before we bought it, because we didn't buy it until April. Right, Denny? April? Denny? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know, right? Is that not crazy? So, we're going to wait until we're on the property and sign the piece of paper, because I don't want to go through all that. I don't want him throwing me out. And then I'm going to hand him the piece of paper that has his email address on it, dated January 15th from this couple, which are really nice, by the way. And I'm going to say, you lied. Shame on you. And then I'm going to walk out the door and see what the man has to say. Yeah, you've got this, Andy. You'll be fine. Oh, he just irritates me so bad. I told the couple that was there, I'm telling you, these people are so sweet. They're really nice. They come down, they sat, they talk with us. We sat and talked for a couple hours. They're really nice people. That's the first nice people really we've met since we've been here. Well, down here anyway. Nobody likes us down here. But anyway, so what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing? I cannot believe that so many people go live every single night. It just kind of shocks me. Yeah, they come. I'm praying too. I'm not going to lose my faith over it. I still believe the Lord's in control, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, there's just no point in worrying about it. So it's not going to be what I would like to have. And I'm not saying what I want or what I think I deserve. It's not even going to be very comfortable. But guess what? It'll be home. So I wish I could, Gator. Wouldn't that be fun? I'll tell George, see that truck right there? Next time he shows up, go get him. That would be very nice. Hey, Pam. Oh, no. Our credit score is too low and they want too much money. And basically, I can't do that. I'm just not going to do it. Forget them. I'm not going to beg anybody. I'm just not that, I'm not that way. We thought we could go that route, but they made us feel like garbage. They'll sell us one that's falling apart like the one we have for $30,000, I just can't do it. So anyways, it don't matter. Like I said, we'll be fine. Anyways, I had to jump on here because I've been trying. I did this quite a few days ago. Let me turn this light on real quick. It'd be silly, stupid. Hold on. Oh, there goes the light. I gotta tell you, I gotta read this to you guys. This was so cool because I was talking to somebody just recently, and as God is my witness, everything I wrote down here, because the Lord just had me get into the Bible and start reading about His promises, so I wrote some of them down. Hey, Barb. And then when I turned around, I got on the phone with this person just day before yesterday, and every single one of these we were talking about, I was laughing so hard. Isn't that how the Lord is? He's just cool. Yeah. You know what? I tried getting in touch with the Oklahoma Department of, it's the Realtor Commission, and they told me it was my problem. They said I had no recourse. They said, well, really, that's up to you. You should have done your homework. And I was like, we did try to do homework. There was nothing written. There's no floodplains. There's nothing with FEMA. There's nothing with the Oklahoma Department of, NOAA even. There's nothing until they, not me, hey Pam, went to the Department of Agriculture. And then they're the ones that sent them, really nice people that sent this couple the information. So they gave it to me, happily gave it to me, and they were so upset because they were here I think they were here a week before, a week after it had flooded, and they keep offering us to come up there if it starts raining again and we can stay on their property. They're really, really nice people. Of course, they're from Texas, not from here, so yeah. Yeah, that's how that goes. Finally get to meet somebody really nice, and now we're moving. Hi, who's here? How are you? It's just been one of those days. I think the dogs are out there. I think we do, I think we have a good case, and I can't get past, I try to look for the better part of people, and I have a lot of patience when it comes to someone who's just maybe ignorant to the situation, and they made a mistake. I'm really patient when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I don't have very much patience for bullies, that's where I kind of draw my line as bullies. And that's exactly what they are. They're trying to bully us, and my dander goes up, and, the old D pops up again, and I have to walk away, and I have to ask the Lord to take over, because I'm going to punch somebody's lights out, I'm sorry. That's what I feel like doing. I feel like, cold cocking him. Bang. I won't do that. I'm glad to see you, Pam. It's been a while, huh? I miss you guys really, really a lot. And I'm sorry I didn't go live. Well, I was sick. I was really sick. So. And tonight, my stomach was hurting really bad just not even 30 minutes ago. And I told Denny, I said, I don't care. I'm going live anyway. My stomach hurts, but I don't care. So guess what? My stomach don't hurt right now. So we also, the guy that we bought the hot house from, he's going to look around and see if he can't find somebody with an extra long trailer, because they want to charge us $1,600 a load to take our stuff, just the hot house and the 2 sheds, from here to there. Hear my nose running. Yeah, I know, Sharon. Nope, I will squelch that as much as I can. As long as he doesn't raise his hand at my husband, he's safe, you know? I don't know. We've searched all that, Andy. You know, they are supposed to do surveys of areas before they sell them, but there's nothing that states that this is a floodplain. And all you have to do is look at the map. You can clearly see that this is a river basin, a river bottom. No, just don't apologize. Keep throwing stuff at me because you're just giving me ideas if I didn't do it already. Don't apologize. Heck, she's the one that went to the Department of Agriculture. I never would have thought of that. Don't ever apologize. Just keep talking. You guys always give me ideas. You don't know that? Okie dokie, Jamie. Are you working, hon? All right, so what have you guys all been up to? We've been gone for so long, I haven't heard anything. Oh, really, Andy? Yeah, give me all your information you got, because I'll take it. I just wish I could find an attorney. I haven't found an attorney yet that wants to take it. Yeah, I know you're recovering. Thank God you're working, Hoosier. Thank God you're working. For all you guys that are working, thank God you have jobs. I was trying to get it where that stupid light wasn't so foggy, but look at that. It's distorted. Oh, yeah. So maybe I found out that the activity around here usually starts out somewhere between somewhere about 1 to about 3. Well, I'm glad she is, Andy. You need to take care of yourself. The healing is the hardest part. You know, after you're done with the surgery, the healing time is the hardest part because you feel better. But trust me, if they say 6 weeks of no lifting, 6 weeks of no lifting. If they say 6 weeks of no walking, 6 weeks of no walking. You can stretch your arms and legs and move around your bed and whatever, but if they say do that, just listen. Yeah, I did see your video. Well, praise God for that. I'm at the old place, Pam. We haven't signed the paperwork yet. I know what they're doing. I really do. I can feel it in my spirit. Yeah, I've been longer than 6 weeks. I can feel it in my spirit. What they're doing is they're trying to word the new transfer to get them, you know, unresponsible, negating any responsibility to what happened here in that paperwork. And they're going to try to get us to sign it. I know that's what they're going to do. I can feel it. And I think that's why it's taken so long. Because it didn't take so long when we signed the paperwork for this one. Yeah, it's too soon for your deer blinds, Andy. Oh, I won't sign it. What do you mean you've had banana deaths? Who said they had banana deaths in their family? Danny.
What?
You're very loud. No, I don't have legal counsel. You've had 3 people die in your family from bananas? 1. Well, still, 1's enough. Well, you know, if it's not posted anywhere, this is a floodplain, and if it's not posted in the paperwork, according to the Realtor Commission, if it's not posted anyplace on the contract that we signed, then we have no recourse. Well, I guess I can look up legal aid, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. But what if I get that contract and it does say something about negating them from all responsibility? Then what do? We can't move. Yikes. But honestly, they didn't. I mean, I didn't. If you did, I said that I know, I can feel it in my spirit that they're trying to, the reason they're taking so long to come up with the paperwork for us moving there is because they're trying to carefully write it so it negates them from any responsibility of this place. And if that's the case, I won't sign it, you know, so we could have a problem there. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bill. If you told me already and my brain's been elsewhere, I sincerely apologize. But I'm sorry for your loss. This has just been a whirlwind. Nah, I wish it was that easy. So the last time, or well, not last night, the night before last, you should have seen. They were the previous owners, Kathy. We have to be out of here by the 22nd. They're taking the RV. And we don't want to be in here for another flood. We always pray for you, Sarah. Always, always, always. Hey, Tom Paul, how are you? They're going to take the camper on the 23rd, I think it is. So we have to have everything put in the sheds by the 22nd. Everything's got to be out because they're going to pull in here and take this bad boy away. And so because of that, that's why we were looking into... Yeah, I know, me too. We got to get the shed ready because we don't know. Yeah, I know you're prepping. We've been praying a lot, too, for the people in the path of this next hurricane. You know, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as the last one. I know they do, Kathy. It's really hard. You know, you want to trust people, right? You want to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a crazy world out there. I hope you guys are all paying attention to what's going on out there as far as spirituality. There's a lot of division going on, even in the Sasquatch community. A lot of people are really, really, really getting upset because they're just throwing hissy fits over the difference between religion and faith and the different religions out there, and what us, the Christians, call our faith in the Lord, they're calling religious, you know, atrocities and saying pretty bad things about Christian people. Well, keep your head up, guys, and because you guys, all of you that have read your Bible, know exactly what's happening in end times, so this should not be a surprise. Hey, Chris. Go to sleep. I hope you sleep well, Chris. Thank you for popping in. So you just pray for them, because look at it this way, and this is my contention. I know a lot of stuff happened over the past couple of days, but don't get upset. Don't get dismayed about this. Understand, and this is my viewpoint, okay? These people that are going to fall away, because they will fall away. It says in the Bible that there's a lot that are going to fall away. They're going to fall into false doctrines. We are to pray for those people and hopefully, Lord willing, bring some of them back. Because when you bring somebody back to the Lord, that covers a multitude of sins. Okay, I mean, a lot of things happen. So you got two ways to look at it. You can either jump on those people and make them already madder and further away from our Lord than they are, or you can pray for them and try very diligently to show your light, shine your light, speak it, walk it, be a Christian. Forgive, forget. Be compassionate, be understanding, be merciful, because that's what God says for us to do. Okay, and if you're merciful to those people who are going to berate you, remember Jesus went through it and he said we were going to do the same things. Night, night, Chris. So if he said we're going to go through it, this should not be a surprise to any of you. It's what we do with it. Okay, it's what we do with it. Good night, Sarah. God bless you too, hon. Yes, they are definitely under attack. We have been under attack for the past 3 years, past 5 years, nonstop. I mean, one thing right after another. But like I said before, it's not going to break me. I get down, I get distraught, I get, sick and whatever, but I'll bounce back. Why? Because I have that much faith. I hear all this nastiness out there, and all that causes me to do is makes me pray harder. You cannot fight if you're unarmed. So if you have the word of God, you can come back, but don't fight with these people, because all you'll do is incite them. So keep your faith strong, keep strong in your word, make sure that you are diligent, reverent, and like I said, merciful. We have to be merciful. It does not mean okay, Andy, no, I haven't, but I will. Thank you. And this live chat stays up, so I'll be able to read it. Do not let any of this stuff throw you guys off. Do not let it upset you. You know what upsets it? And I can tell, I know there's a couple people in here that feel the same way I do. It hurts, doesn't it? It hurts when you think you know somebody and then all of a sudden things change. It hurts because you think they're friends and you think they're the same because you hear them, they've been here. They say amen when we pray. They jump in and say, we'll pray for you, and amen at the end of a prayer, and can you pray for me? And here on another channel, they're talking smack about God. Look, fence sitters are going to have to make a choice. So which would you rather pray for? Would you rather pray for the people that are sitting on the fence or the people that are already saved? We've got to make sure that we don't fall into that trap. It's going to be very, very easy to do if you're not paying attention. And all I'm asking is for you guys to pay attention. If it gets bad, just leave the chat. It's their channel. Just leave the chat. By you leaving and not saying anything, you're doing better than arguing with them. Because you're not going to get anywhere arguing with them. Trust me, they have their fur on the back of their necks already standing up. They're ready for a fight. You don't want to fight them. You want to show them the love of the Lord is what you want to show them. And I've got a very sweet person that I love very much that is just brokenhearted, absolutely brokenhearted. And that tears me up. But we cannot fall short. We have to remember what the Bible says. And people are always saying, oh, when crap hits the fan, this is going to happen. Oh, when this, when STHF happens, guys, we are in it. We are absolutely in it. I hope you have your bug out bags. I hope you have your water stashed. I hope you have your food stashed away for when, maybe they do an EMP strike or something along those lines. Listen, you read the Bible. This is not a surprise. It shouldn't be. I think the hardest part is we know it. Okay, our hearts know it. Our minds know it. We say we're prepared. But when it slaps you in the face, it slaps you in the face. Your face hurts just as bad when someone slaps it as mine, as the next person. It hurts to get slapped, but it's how you continue. Mark is okay. I talked to Mark. He's having a hard time. okay? He is having a hard time. Yeah, but that's the whole point, Kathy. We don't know what these people do. We can shake hands with them, we can love on them, we can sit and have meals with them, but we don't know what they do behind closed doors. So praying for your fellow man is the best thing that you can possibly do. If you guys, every one of you know it. There's power in prayer. And when I say prayer warriors unite and we start praying all together, let me tell you, that stuff moves mountains. And every single person in here that I have talked to, I know how much you pray. I know how much you pray. And I know how much you love. And I know how much you hurt. And yes, please keep Mark in your prayers. He's having a pretty hard time. He's okay, but he's having a pretty hard time. And he shut everything down because he just can't do them both. His family comes first. I am very, very proud of him. Very proud of him. Everything else got shut off. His family's first. That's a very family devoted man. Let me tell you that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you guys know that I will never argue. It's not allowed on this channel anyway. You know, you guys all know that. There won't be any arguing here. Yeah, me too. And yes, I appreciate everybody that prays for Mark. Like I said, I know how much you guys pray, and we all have to. And it might look silly to other people because all we do is run around, because you got to do it every 5 seconds basically when you run into people, is you got to start praying. You got to keep your armor on. You know, Ephesians tells you how to put your armor on. Get your armor on every day. Read your Bible. Make sure, I mean, you can do what Denny did last night. He put his hands on my stomach and he yelled. I mean, you should have heard him. He was like, you know, you promised, you promised. And he said, we've asked and asked and asked and asked, you know, hey, Christy, for me to be healed. And eventually I will be. I mean, it's crazy. How's your mama, Christy? It's nice to see you, hon. I will, hon. I really will. Well, you don't ever turn your back on the Lord anyway. You don't turn your back on the enemy. You don't turn your back on anybody. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Christy. There is a fight about to happen, and I hope you guys are all prepared. And I will try my best to be here. You guys can call me. You can email me. You know, I'll call you back when I can. But like I said before, you guys don't have any idea the mess that's here. Unless you've been through it, you have no idea the mess that's here. This is nonstop. We don't know what to do with anything anymore. It was nice when they took the tractor. That was one less thing. I'm going to pick up our son, you know, tomorrow, and hopefully he'll fix the side-by-side and the generator, because we will definitely need the generator for this winter. And everything's still, there's still a bunch of stuff laying all over outside. I mean, all over. Because I just can't, I don't have the energy to go out and finish. We got to take the stuff off the top of the shed, get all that down, get it all organized, put into plastic containers. Hopefully they'll be able to pick up the sheds. What if they tell us that we have to empty the sheds for them to pick them up? Yep. So, you know how I am. I mean, I'm not OCD, but I'm close. I want everything to be lined up, ready to go. So if that means they want everything out of the sheds, which I'll find that out once we talk to that guy, Travis. If he wants everything out of the sheds, we're going to have to rent a U-Haul truck. And then we're going to have to load that U-Haul truck with everything that's in here. Everything we own. No, you have enough to do, Ramona. Not yet, Christy. So, yeah, I have been up here in the loft probably about 5 times, and I've gotten nowhere. Absolutely. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone to do something? Oh, I got to get this done, then just sat and looked at it? I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I just don't know what to do with it. That was just too funny. And I got myself into a little funk, and I just stayed in bed. You know what I'm saying? I just stayed in bed. I didn't want to get out of bed. So forget it. Yeah, I know, Gator. It's crazy. I look at it, and a lot of that stuff that was out there is just all rusted and nasty. I wouldn't let you anyway, Andy. You got to get well. You got to get healed first. But thank you for offering. Thank you, everybody, for offering. There's not anything we can do until that day. That's the hard part. And I don't know what day that'll be. I've said it once, I've said it probably 100 times already. I just don't have answers yet. So if I have an answer, I know which way to go. You know, if they tell me I have to empty the sheds, I know that day, the day before, I have to get out. I will, Andy. Hey, Patrick. I will rent a U-Haul truck, and I will load the U-Haul truck. But if they say that we can keep the stuff in the sheds, then I will load up the sheds. What have you been up to, Patrick, besides trouble? And I know that nobody, well, the people that are here, hello, all my lurkers. I love you. Hi, Tim. Oh, my goodness. You guys that are moderators, you already know my rules. If anybody comes in here and starts spouting off about the nasty stuff that's going on, I want them gone immediately. It will not happen here. There will be no fighting in this room. Okay? No fighting. I won't tolerate it. This is going to be a channel of peace no matter what. You won't come on this channel and slay my lord. You'll go bye-byes in a heartbeat. They can do that someplace else. Oh, just infighting everywhere, Jamie. It just seems like people are going crazy. They're arguing. They're just. It seems like there's a whole bunch of. I'm eating the vegetables, Patrick. Okay, Rod. Good night. God bless you, hon. Much love. I'm so glad you showed up. Oh, these crazy, crazy people. They want so much money to move it. They're just nuts. What I did was, you remember that I told you about those onions that I found at the store? They're like pickled onions, Vidalia onions. Well, I took some cucumber and I cut it up and I threw it in there. And it is phenomenal. It's absolutely great. I can't wait till I start doing my own. Well, hello, Belle. How are you? Oh, there's all kinds of people fighting Tim, but I'm not, you know me, I'm not going to mention names. You know, if you guys are on bouncing around channels, you'll figure it out. Good night, Rod. Good night, hon. They can believe whatever that is they want. They're just not going to come on this channel and start spouting off that stuff. It's just not going to happen. They want to have a conversation, that's fine. But you're going to argue about the Lord, not going to happen. You're going to call someone names, not going to happen. As far as I know, everybody here are brothers and sisters in Christ. We all believe the same way. You know, we all believe what we believe, and we love each other, we care for each other, we pray for each other, we listen to each other. Good night, Bill. Good night, Carol. Yeah, I'm exhausted too. Did you have fun? How many things did you can this year, Bill? I don't get to do that. Next year. Oh, me too, Pam. I'm the same way. I'm just out. I just leave. I don't even say anything, I just leave. Don't forget the peroxide, baby.
Yeah, I already did it.
Well, You know, a lot of people, I remember back when the Clintons were in office, and I remember back when the Bushes were in office, and I remember some of my Christian family and friends making comments, nasty comments like, if you don't vote for this person, you're not a Christian. And then all of a sudden, when things go bad, hey, Chuck, how are you? They turn. You know, the Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. You cannot go by what man does. You can't look to the president to fix the ills here. If you're not looking at the Lord, you're looking at the wrong place. So what's the point of getting on there and listening to all that garbage and getting yourself all upset and mad and calling people liars or stupid? You know what? It's a waste of energy. Find out how you can help your neighbor. Good night, Patrick. We're live, as you can tell. It's one of the reasons I don't talk about politics. It's just stupid. It's just absolute stupid. You know, you don't want to stick your head in the sand, but you also don't want to get involved and get lost in their lies. Tell me that people don't know that the government has been lying for years, years and years and years. Why would you fall for anything? If it's done, you believe them. If it's not done, you spend all that time worrying or getting upset or getting mad. You know what? It's not worth it. Hey, Matt. How are you? Yeah, I hope I can stay up late enough tonight to have some activity out here, because, boy, it was nice. You can hear Lily. I call her Lily. You can hear her humming. But it's usually how... Jamie, you're silly. Exactly. I know the feeling, Sharon. I do it all the time. Good night, Patrick. God bless you. If I can get them, well, maybe I can use hubby's phone and play that music, because they like it. And you'll hear all this noise out here, and then when I play that music, all of a sudden, phew, gone. 80 miles south, Andy. Far away from the Kiamichi. Actually, it's not that far from the Kiamichi. Hey, Patricia. How are you, sweetie? Long time no see. And how are you doing, Miss Pam? Ohio, Miss Pam? Patricia needs to start submitting some of her poems. Good, sweetie. Haven't heard from you in a while. Correct, Andy. Right smack dab in the middle of Sasquatch Haven. How's your daughter, hon? You know, I haven't heard from Kevin's mom and dad recently either. I need to get in touch with them to make sure they're doing okay. Geez, I've just missed talking to so many people. And we used to do this all the time, remember? I've just lost touch with everybody because it's just been so crazy around here. You know, give me a little bit of peace and I'll probably sleep for a week. When we move, first thing we have to do is do a fence. We have to build a fence because Bella is really getting mean. I don't know what happened to her, guys, but she's turning. I mean, she'll go after anything. And I think that she's been going after into one of those foxholes back there because her face is all cut up. Oh, yeah, it's kind of south of Mina, southwest of Mina, but in the same range. But anyways, Bella comes home, and I mean, her face is just cut up like nobody's business, and it's just her face, so I'm thinking she's sticking her face in a foxhole, and the fox is tearing her up, and I heard the fox a couple nights ago. But you guys ought to hear what happens out here at night. Like I said, I play that music, that Indian music, and everything goes dead silent. And then last night, what was really funny is I didn't play the Indian music. I just laid down, on the heating pad, and a rock hit my window or something small hit my window, and I was like, yeah, 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 okay. So I sat up, put my heating pad on my stomach, put my pillow on the heating pad, and turned on my YouTube to that Indian music and put it in the window. And I played 3 songs for them, and I said, okay. And then I laid down, I didn't go to sleep last night. In fact, I don't think I slept at all last night. I'm still awake from yesterday. Oh, that poor baby. They're just so confused, Jamie. The dogs are just so confused. She's not sick. She doesn't have rabies. She's getting old, and she is a pit. And once she... No, not yet, Patricia. And once pits get older and they get... Because she didn't do it when she was young. She didn't get the taste of blood or fighting when she was young. She did it when she was older, and it was only because of that cat. Remember that black cat when I used to do my live chats? Well, that black cat attacked Bella really bad, and so Bella kept going after it because after she got attacked, she was having no more part of it. I mean, that cat dug holes in Bella's face. I mean, just really attacked Bella bad. And Bella was screaming bloody murder, And then the next thing I know, Bella attacked another cat and actually killed it. From that point on, she'll attack anything that moves and kill it. And I'm having a hard time with that. Yeah, that black cat was really bad. And that black cat's actually what did it to Bella. That's what turned her. So we're going to have to put a fence up to keep Bella and Tank in, because we do have neighbors, and one of the neighbors has a pit bull. Now, they have a fence, but the fence has 2 gates, and the gates are always open. So I don't know if the dogs ever get out, but I don't want to take that chance because Tank isn't fixed. Bella is, but Tank isn't. It was more like a wild cat. Don't you remember that, Hoosier, on my late live chats when that cat would just scream like crazy and fight? That could be truth too, Patricia. That flood did a number on both dogs. But Denny couldn't stop Bella from trying to get into the shed to get the chicken. The one chicken we have left. Bella went in there and actually bit that poor chicken. Exactly. Well, that black cat is what started it. Yeah, and she's been snake bit 3 times. The last time she came running up and she had this big old ball of water underneath her chin, and I was like, oh my gosh, she got bit again. So I just automatically give her a Benadryl, and she goes to sleep for a few hours, and it takes probably a day, 2 days maybe, then she starts to, it goes away. But she don't care. She'll go after him. And now she's starting to really bark at cars and trucks when they pull in the driveway. She's as bad as Tank is now. And she don't listen for nothing. If I go out there and yell at her, she'll listen, but I promise you I will take care of that tomorrow, Andy. Thank you very much, hon. No, she's an inside dog, and now she's outside all the time. She's mad. And we had company yesterday. She stood there in front of me at my chair. It was so funny, and gave me that look. And I said, what do you want? And she just stood there until I stood up so she could climb on my chair so I could have 2 inches in front of the chair to sit. God bless you, Andy. Get well. Listen to what the doctor says. Take care of yourself. Okay? I know you heard that. Did you guys hear that? Hello, George. George, are you throwing stuff already? Hey, Ozark, how are you? Yeah, there was a rock thrown. Are you gonna come out and play? Come on. Good night, Andy. Well, you don't sound like you're doing good, Ozark. Usually the first thing you say is bacon. Hey, Sherry, how are you? I missed all you guys. I miss our live chats. Okay, hon. I hear movement. Good night, Chuck. Thank you very much, hon. I appreciate you stopping by and supporting us, being part of this family. Appreciate it. Good night. God bless you. They might be. They might not be. But I can't. The realtor told the couple down the road that this place was empty. That's why they showed up here the first time. They showed up here because they were told that this place was empty and that they had taken care of us and fixed us all up. They flat out lied to that couple. And so the couple came down here to look at the property and ran into the dogs and were like, wait a minute, she wouldn't leave her dogs here, would she? And then they pulled in and saw me and they were like, you know, they introduced themselves. We sat down, we talked for a long time. And they were like, no, he told us that you guys were all taken care of and moved out. And I was like, what? So I wrote to him and I said, why are you telling people to come look at the property that we're gone? He said, I never said that. Duh. Crazy. That's just nuts. If I keep talking, maybe they'll come closer. I wish you guys could see out there. Oh, I can't even see out there, so it's too early. Like I said, between 1, 2 o'clock, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, it gets really active out here. And I think they're active now because the weather's changed, you know, because it's cooler out. They can come out and play. But I sat there at that window watching, waiting for something. I didn't see any eye shine. I saw nothing. Oh, really, Ozark? Why are you taking a month off? I don't call him Shane. I call him Ozark. Bacon, 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 bacon. In fact, I had bacon today. Ha, 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 ha. Groundhog. I've never had groundhog. You can actually eat groundhog? Hey, Shane. Ah. Good night, Tom Paul. Love you too. God bless. Thanks for coming by. Stay safe, sweetie. We'll be praying for you. Everybody that's down there, we'll be praying for all you guys in Louisiana, Mississippi, all the way up the coast, wherever it's going to go. Huh. I didn't know you could eat that. Not that I would, but, you know, I could if I was hungry. Yeah, I haven't been either, Shane. Horrible. Makes me mad. Hey, Maddie. How's your wife, sweetie? "10 feet away? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Denny and I were talking today. We were thinking about asking, you know, the gentleman, you know, the couple I told you we met. He does a lot of repairs. We were thinking about asking him if maybe he would like to come down and help us. Aw, poor Matt. Hey, Ozark, did it growl at you? I've never had groundhog. Oh, really? We already did that, Kathy. Went to the courthouse. We already asked all of them. They don't have anything. See, here's what it is. The Corps of Engineers, Pushmataha County is the poorest county in Oklahoma. So they say, and the largest. And they said that they don't have the money to pay for the study done for the Corps of Engineers, so that's why they didn't do it. So there isn't one done. You can look on all the maps you want and you won't find a flood map in Oklahoma except on the Department of Agriculture. Not for this area. There's other places in Oklahoma, but not here, not where we live. What kind of cobbler? Yeah, I know, Kathy. Trust me, we went there. Where's your glasses, Matt? Did you lose them? Yeah, this is a loving channel. We love everybody. Don't we, lurkers? Oh my gosh, that's so good, Tim. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have a floodplain map, but they don't have one for here. There's no flooding here according to every map you look at. Lurkers' lives matter. I was so shocked when people started sending money in my PayPal account. There was people that came on there that I've never heard of before. You know, I've never heard of them, and they said they've been watching this channel for a year, and I was like, what? They don't watch it during the lives, they watch afterwards. I don't think so, Matt. You know how many Sims there are? As a matter of fact, that gentleman that lives down here, that's his last name. Hey, Mid, how are you? Good night, Pappy. God bless you, hon. I hope your sinuses clear up. Put some peroxide in the vaporizer. It'll clear right up. Nice catch, Mid. Yeah, God is good. Sometimes I wonder where he's at when it comes to me, you know, and my hubby. Don't gargle peroxide. Yeah, you notice I'm not doing much on the Med live chats, right? I need to get my butt in there and get busy. Gosh, I got so much to do I could be doing. I'm just not. I'm lazy. Right now, I'm just lazy. Remember, what is it? Lilo and Stitch? When Stitch goes out into the forest and he looks up at the sky and he says, I'm lost. That's exactly how I feel. Good to hear. On your last video, I love how that it switches colors and you're able to see thermal. But whatever you heard, not the last video, the video before that, when you were walking, well, running, whatever you were doing, I heard the same noise that made you stop. I heard the same thing you heard, but I didn't go back and timestamp it. I should have. And I think this time of year, they're really active. No, meaning lost, I don't know what to do next, you know. I just sit here like a bump on a log. I could actually go out there and clean the shed and get that stuff done. But I also look at it this way. If we find out we have to empty the sheds, I can take all that stuff down the day we pull the truck in there and unload it then, instead of having to do it twice. Right? Yeah, I know. Good night, Barb. God bless you, hon. It can be. It can be a little overwhelming. And I'm human, and I do get irritated. But I end up going back. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't lose. I lost my contact, too. I have to go see an eye doctor, get another contact. I only wear one. I did check the FEMA flood map. It doesn't flood in this here. It says right there on the FEMA map that it doesn't flood here. Good night, Nancy. God bless you. Sleep well. Rest well. Yeah, it is crazy. Because that's the first place I went to was FEMA. And they have their flood maps. And then NOAA has their flood maps. I wouldn't take them to the doctor yet either, Ramona. Good night, Shane. Good night, Nancy. Good night, everybody who's leaving. God bless you. Much love. My stomach is talking. More coffee. Yeah, because I heard that. Yeah, I heard that too. Hey, Jamie, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, because that vehicle, whatever that was, you heard that the first time, but it was after that noise. You heard that noise, then after that noise, you were walking, and then you stopped, and then a little bit after that is when you heard the ATV or truck or whatever was making that noise out there. It was in between those two. If you listen, I mean, you stopped, so I know you had to hear it. It's not one of the times you said, "Did you hear that?" You just stopped. I'll go back and find out the time and tell you, but you got to put earplugs in because you can clearly hear it, or earplugs, earphones. Yeah, I'm tired. Earplugs, you wouldn't hear anything. Hey, we're gonna have a moon tonight. Does anybody know if we're gonna have a moon tonight? Looks like kinda, maybe. Oh, I'm alive and well. Can't complain. What kind of tobacco you smoking, Tim? Thank you, Matt. Yeah, they do that here. The louder I talk, the louder they get. The quieter I get, the quieter they get. And you can really hear them when that guy with that loud truck comes by here. Hey, Mike, how are you, sweetie? Don't have any news yet, Mike. We haven't moved. Don't know if we're gonna get the place or not. We don't have an answer on a place to live yet, so it is gonna be the shed. Don't know for how long. We're looking at possibly buying a larger shed and converting it, but we don't know about that either. We don't have any answers yet. So I just wanted to keep you updated. Updated. Hello out there. Did you hear that? That Listen. That was a tree knock. That was across the pasture. You know, in the front. Hello? Our neighbor did tell us about that they don't hear a whole bunch of screams and stuff like that, but they do hear tree knocks a lot. So that's their communication here in this area. They tree knock, and we've heard plenty of them. Some of them really close. It seems like the area across from the field, they're there. They're where the burn barrel was, and they're directly across from the front of the RV. That's where they tree knock. Everybody good at your home, Mike? All good in the hood? Someone asked a question on Bigfoot Believers Only about swaying. And some people think that when the big guys sway, that's just their way of peaking. Good to hear, Mike. And I think it's their nervous condition until they figure out what they're going to do, or they're comfortable. Because I have yet to see them actually sway. I know they stand there. I know when David came to visit, he was, peeking back and forth. But I think when they sway, they haven't figured out what they want to do. No, I'm not going back out there and tree knocking. I've never done it. I don't tree knock back. Can you imagine if that means come here? Yeah, I think when they kind of get, kind of like nervous, they're not really sure what they want to do yet, and they're not sure about you, then they do that swaying thing. But like if you, see, do you hear that? See, but if you have a gun and you pull a gun on them, they don't sway anymore. They either take off or come at you. And then, if they're pretty far away from you and they're rocking back and forth, a lot of times I've also noticed when they do that, they'll shake the trees. They'll rock back and forth and then they'll shake a tree. That's really, they're really nervous and really agitated. And I'd just get the heck out of here. I'd be like, I'm out. But they've never done that to me. They've never rocked. And only that one night when I had the recorder on the back of the truck that you could hear the tree shaking. But we were inside, so they weren't shaking it at us. Hey, Denny, can I borrow your phone?
Your phone dying?
No, my phone's not dying. Don't you be swearing. I'm going to slap you with something.
It's only got 53%.
I just to play a song, that's all. I just want to play their music for them. Thank you. Ooh. Hey, it's 11:04. That's my birthday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so why don't you have Facebook on here? Google. YouTube. Okay, hold on. YouTube Native Music. I'm not looking at chat. Hold on a second. Ew. Yeah, our birthday, Pam. Yeah, that's right. That's nasty. Okay, let me see if I can find it. And I'll play it. Are you leaving, Bill? No, not till November 4th. Whose birthday's today? Is somebody's birthday today? Oh, DDoS's birthday's on Sunday, just so you guys know. Okay, Pam. Come on, where the heck is that song? See, if I was on mine, it would pop right up to it. Good night, Pam. God bless you, sweetie. Much love. This one isn't even showing it.
Showing what?
The music I listen to, the song I listen to at night.
What, the Indians?
Yeah, the one I play for them.
Can't help you there.
I know you can't help me. I'll find it. Oh, yeah, can of video. Video canning. Can of video. Godzilla's my favorite scary movie. Semi-scary movie. Godzilla. Godzilla. Okay, this is crazy. You always cuss. What are you talking about? Yeah, Jamie had a pretty intense encounter. Hey, they sell canning lids at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Come on, where are you? I'll find it. Hold on a second. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Belle. They're here. They're selling them here. Where the heck is that? I don't think there's a shortage. I think they're just trying to stop people from canning. That's just another one of those things. It's just so dumb. Hello, Rick. Yeah, Jamie, you tell him your story. You can't find what, sweetie? How's things going at your place, Rick? You heard that, right? Did you hear that whistle? I know you heard that. See, they don't seem to care, do they? Oh, Denny's chewing. But I just heard a whistle that I just repeated. I repeated them, silly. Thank you, Miss Caroline. He just went. How come they won't do it again? Bad, bad, bad. Wow. Well, they have them here. Yeah, I don't think the running helped much. Of course, I'd probably do the same thing if it sounded like Godzilla was coming through the woods. I think I'd probably take off running too. Yeah, if you want me to, Belle, I can go down there to the store and pick some up and send them to you. You want me to do that? Well, she is a girl, Matt. It probably was, Jamie. Oh, poor thing. I told Jamie to call in and tell her story. She's chicken. On this property, Kathy? 3 that I know of. Lizard man. All right, you guys stay here and behave yourself. I'll be right back. Yes, I know it's the job. I'll be right back. Right back. You're wheezing, Denny. Boy, it's getting cold up here. I had to get my jacket. I don't know what the temperature is, but it feels awful cold. Hey, Rick, any activity at your place? Where'd Christy go? Christy still here? Oh, come on, let go. What video? What video are you talking about? Rick, you're a brat. What are we gonna do with you? His voice changer video? When was that one? I have after I sent excuse me, after I sent your hat to you and I found out how big it was, I didn't send anybody else's theirs. That was way too big. Yeah, that was way too big. I didn't realize it was so big. It's the type of yarn I used. Sorry. I did it out of love. Why do they always gotta get quiet when I get quiet? That's just not fair. Rick's there, his throw things at his when he's talking. You guys just, they get quiet. Come on, knock, knock. Don't say who's there. Oh, something got thrown. Okay, that was cute. It was direct response. Yeah, you notice the dogs aren't making a sound, right? They're probably hiding. That means it has to be George. I really think that Tank plays with the juvenile, but when George is around, the dogs hide. And you know, last week when I was looking outside, probably about 2:30 in the morning, I couldn't sleep, so I was just sitting there staring out the window. And I saw a pretty big shadow in the tree line, but I couldn't say that it was one of the big guys, you know. But it just kind of looked kind of off. And it could just been the lighting or whatever, but if that was George, he's pretty darn big. How big was the one you saw, Ramona? Because I think Lily's pretty big. Her head was, like, she was pretty far, well, not pretty far. I'd say she was probably about 10, 12 feet away from the front of the camper when she walked in front, her and the little one. And I would say her head probably, if she was closer to the camper, would have been above my window. So I know she's pretty tall. She wasn't wide like George is, but she's tall. She's not real lanky, but she kind of has almost like a flat, you know, like no, not a female body, you know, just kind of like a board, kind of straight down. Oh yeah, that was probably him. I wanted so bad. Just think, you know, it would have been time for me to have my camp out. Hi, TC, how are you? Well, everybody that's been here so far has either seen them or heard them. And they have no qualms with making noise or whistling or throwing rocks or knocking on trees when company's here. They have no issue. They are blatant as blatant can be to strangers. Well, do have to say this: when the guys were here putting in the water line or the electric, I didn't hear anything. Right, Martha. Now everything's pushed, and I don't think it's gonna snow, but I think it's gonna get pretty darn cold this winter. Denny and I were talking, and we'd probably be more comfortable in the tent than we would be in the shed. That's a pretty big tent, isn't it, Martha? You can put 2 cots in there with no problem. Ooh, that'd be fun, actually. Shut up, stomach. That's my stomach. Yeah, I know. I would just open up that center thing and put both of our cots close together and then put the mattress on top. You know, the air bed. We'd be like 5 feet in the air. That mattress is so huge. We'll have to get Jamie to come down there, stay in the tent. You want to do that, Jamie? You want to sleep in a tent? She'd be like, heck no. Yeah, there's so many trees. I love that about that property, all those little clusters of trees. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, we could do that too. But I wouldn't mind setting the tent up next to the shed. Yeah, definitely have thermals. Well, you need to come out to our property when we move in. We'll have a camp out. Start a big old fire, sleep out there in tents. No, I won't build a yurt. The weather gets too bad. They didn't pee on our tent, though. They walked on it, but they didn't pee on it. What, Gator? Jamie, check your messenger. Uh-oh. Check your messenger, Jamie, because Rick wrote you something. Yeah, I love camping. I love a big old fire. Sit outside next to the fire and then go in the tent. And all I need is my sleeping bag and my wolf blanket, and I'll be toasty. Of course, I have footy pajamas, too. Matt. Matt the Brat. You know what? I can't play that Indian music on here. They'll get me. Why can't Richard have a fire? Oh. Well, maybe he won't have them anymore. I'm claiming his healing. No, we had a separate tent that had the toilet in it, Matt, you silly thing. The first time I went to Falk and we had David with us, that big old booger stepped on the corner of his tent, about scared that poor boy half to death. Uh-oh. Mine is 2 rooms in it. Well, you need to get some of that yellow root. I wish I had some left. And when Robert Dodson passed away, I was hoping I could get them to give me my chairs back and the bottle that I had sent him because I had made him up some capsules. But his sister wouldn't talk to me. She was very mean to me. Yellow root has a lot to do with the brain anyway. So between that and I have a couple of other things, I have a list of 4 or 5 things and what they do that is getting ready to be sent to you in an email. I was going to ask you for your email address so I can send it to you via email and not on Messenger. Actually, one of the best things that you can take when people have seizures is actually fish oils. Did you know that? Oh, I don't blame you. Jamie, you had yourself a wicked encounter. I don't know. I think I'd be a different person if I had bad encounters to start with. I think I'd be a lot like you guys that have had bad encounters. But most of the time I haven't had anything. I mean, I really couldn't say that I had any bad encounters. That shed that we're looking at, I want to call it a cabin. Hello, Wingding. Where's Wood at? Where am I at? I'm in Oklahoma. Ew, Matt, that's disgusting. Just stick the whole thing in a blender, Matt. Mix it with some peroxide. Too bad. Well, welcome, Wingding. How come you're not answering me, Rick? Yeah, me too. Now I don't hear a thing but crickets. Fish oil is one of the main things that they use for people that have seizures. So, yeah, we do, Wingding. Not all the time, but yeah, we do. It's the, you have omega-3s. There's a lot of, I've been doing, like I said, I told you guys last time, I've been doing a lot of reading to some of these clinical studies that these trials that they're doing. Do you realize that they're doing clinical trials on a lot of natural stuff now? I mean, a whole bunch. Yeah, flax doesn't have everything he needs in it, though. Can he eat fish? Oh, chaga is awesome. I saw some guy on YouTube, on Facebook, that had a whole, this thing was huge. Oh. Well, for him, I'd be doing it 3 times a week. He needs, yeah, I know what you meant. I'll send that to you tonight. Just in Messenger, go ahead and send me your email address, and I'll go ahead and send that to you tonight when I get off of here. Yeah, well. Hello, Whisper. How are you? Okay, Shane. I've only been to Toronto. I haven't been anyplace else. Oh, that's right, Ramona. Why did I forget that name? I have that. No, that's true. Oh, I'll tell her the fish that she should be taking. And how are you, Whisper? Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I know that name. See, I'm too tired. No sleep. I don't know how I can do that. How do I go all day and all night and all day with no sleep? Older than dirt. I should be sleeping at least 4 or 5 hours a day. Good night, Rick. Have a blessed night. God bless you. Love you. Oh, one day at a time. Yeah, I'm hyper. I'm always hyper. I can't complain. I can, but no point. Somebody let me know if DDoS pops on tonight, will ya? If he decides to go live, will someone let me know? Because my phone doesn't show me anymore. I don't know what's going on with this stupid phone. They had me do a hard reset on my phone and wipe everything off it and start over again, and I still have the same issue. So I don't know what's going on with it. It's a stupid phone. Now, hubby, his phone is the same. It's an iPhone, and his is just fine. Hello. Yeah, I went in there and I can't believe. Seems like there's been a massive increase. Yeah, I think so too. Wingding, I think the reason there's an increase in the Sasquatch activity is because I believe they're guardians. And I believe when things are going to get bad, they come out. But the other cryptids, I don't know nothing about. I've never seen any other cryptids, so I can't tell you about those. But I know Sassy's, I don't know that. I'm sorry. Let me retract. I believe that they are guardians and that they come out when something bad's going to happen. Because if you look at history, people see them for a while and then they don't see them. And it's usually before a disaster. So, and I don't remember whose channel it was, but somebody has a list of the sightings for the past, since it's first documented, and it tells you certain times. And if you look at those dates, they're right before something bad happens. Oh, really? Well, share, Wingding. I love hearing stuff like that. Well, at least they're not like Boo. Boo's favorite thing to do was scare you, but these guys don't do that. You know, not so far, but I haven't spent much time out in the woods either, so I spend most of my time right around here. Welcome back, Miss Christie. I hear a lot of Indians, Native Americans. Some people have a problem with the word Native American. Some people have a problem with Indian. I don't know what to call them. So I just call them, you know, natives because they're native to this country. You know, they're native. They were here first, I think. So anyway, yeah, I think they're bad ones as well as good ones too. I think the ones that are more alone up in the mountains in places that people just don't usually go, I think those are the meaner ones. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that are around people, you know, um, not forest people. I'm talking about the Native Americans. Um, but I think the reason that they're so mean is because we're intruders. And they don't like intruders. You know, because they don't like change to begin with, in my opinion, and from what I've noticed. But the ones that are around people all the time just don't seem to have a problem, you know. 80 miles south, Caroline. Yeah, mountain giants. So you go up into their territory and they're like, oh, heck and no, you're not coming up here. You're not cutting down my trees. You're not killing my food. You're not building your houses. You're not smoking up my area with fire. Go away, you know? So, and then like the ones in Honabi, people have been going to Honabi for years. I mean, absolutely for years. Going out and doing expeditions and camping out in the woods and wanting to find them just like Falk. So the ones down there are used to people. You can have animals. It's closest to Antlers. It's actually right outside of Rattan. But you can have like black bears. Black bears get used to people and they become dangerous, just like grizzly bears or anything else, or even deer. You know, deer have been known to beat people up. You know, they don't have a fear of humans. Well, imagine these guys. You know, these guys have an intellect. You know, they're forest people. They're a people. Yeah, probably TC. I wouldn't. You know, I can't imagine being one of them and looking at us. We get sick. We smoke cigarettes. We drink alcohol. We scream. We ride loud cars that have exhausts. Good night. God bless, Wingding. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. You know, they do all kinds of stuff. People do all kinds of stuff. Can you imagine? That's in their yard. That's in their homes. You can't go busting out, walking in someone's living room, not expect to get, you know, yelled at least. Yeah, I don't know. I have no, you know, some people, if you call them Native American, they get mad, and they said, no, we are Indians. And then other people, you call them Indians, and they get mad, and they said, no, we're Native Americans. Don't work too hard, Wingding. Have a blessed day. Hope you rest well. So I don't really know, you know, I mean, I want to be polite, and I want to be politically correct. I want to be polite. So I don't really want to hurt anybody's feelings because maybe they take it wrong, you know? You just never know. Some people are very touchy. I'm sure you're right, Patricia. Touchy-feely. I think that's why I don't have a problem with the big guys out here. I think because they know that I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for people. I have a lot of respect for property. I have a lot of respect. I know what respect is. Like a lot of you know what real respect is. Kids nowadays have no clue what respect is. You say that word more than twice and they walk around with their eyes rolling because they're like, there's that word again. Bad Mike. Yeah, I'm normally a happy person, and I'm childlike when it comes to certain things. I still would climb trees and be goofy. You should see me. I had this song playing on my phone. Denny is at the store, and I'm outside dancing like a fool. I was having a ball. They must have thought I was crazy. But I just, I used to love to dance, so I was just in one of those moods. I had so much fun. I kept looking around, make sure nobody was watching. Granny on the go. Hi, Linda. How are you? Oh, don't tell anybody I said that. You guys can just see that, right? Oh, yeah. I love music, especially cello music, Native American music, flute, classical, hard rock, Christian. I don't do much country, although I've been listening to some country lately that I like. But I just don't like the sadness of it, you know what I mean? Wagon burner. You burn down wagons? I really don't know, Christy. I have to wait and see where I'm going to be living first. Yeah, everybody can relax. As soon as I know where I'm going. Oh, really, Pam? I love the cello. Okay, Jamie. Rest well, sweetie. Love you. God bless. Um, once we move to the property and we have the dog thing set up, hey, cryptid, then if I'm able to, then I'll go ahead and have a camp out. It'd probably be pretty cold though, but we don't know what this year's gonna bring as far as weather is concerned. How's things on your neck of the woods, cryptid? You notice how they got quiet, right? Here, let me try this. Hello. Okay. Well, you're welcome, Ramona. I really have to work on getting rid of all those anthills. I cannot believe how many anthills are on that property. They're going to be gone really quick. Oh, really? Good night, Matt. God bless you, hon. Take care of your wifey. Take care of yourself. Was it daytime sighting? Uh-oh. Yeah, I use diatomaceous earth, Ramona. that's pretty wicked. I can't imagine. I don't know. I just can't imagine. Yeah. Yeah, I know Ozark. If I don't pay attention to them, they'll throw stuff at my window. But they only do it because they want me to interact with them. I'm ignoring them. Three people in how much time? What's 50 first dates? What does that mean? What did I miss? Wow. Scare them half to death, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. I don't. It's a movie? Okay. I never heard of it. Uh-oh, I'm whistling. Cryptid's here. Hey, I heard a whistle earlier, Cryptid. I did. I promise you. Are you working right now, Christy, or you gotta go get up and go to work? Work day or night? Oh. Oh. Well, go to sleep. Rest well. No, I don't think so. Did you send? No, you didn't. Oh my goodness, Christy, you be safe, sweetie. We're all praying. I promise you, everybody's praying for everybody down there. I can hear whatever hubby's watching, and he's got his earphones on. You know, they're over-the-ear headsets, and I can hear what he's listening to. Yeah, everybody down there be safe. Yeah, we don't want any more rain here either. Please, no more rain here. It doesn't take but one day of rain for us to get flooded. You were just saying you gotta work during the storm coming in? Well, if you want to freeze, we have to have a good hard freeze, otherwise it's not gonna work. Yeah, I need a break too. You know, I'm not down there where you guys are, but trust me, I get flooded out just as bad. And the water didn't look so bad when I was looking out, you know, from the steps when it was, but when the dogs came in, when the dogs finally started swimming up to it, you could see how there was an undercurrent, and it was a fast undercurrent because it pulled tank right underneath the RV. I want pecans. Thank you, Cryptid. I'll watch it when I'm done. Okay, sweetie, good night. God bless you. Thank you for coming and joining us. Yeah, I found some last year that were just rotten. That was a friend down the street. I know. Okay, thank you, Cryptid. Oh, you mean you already did? So it was one I already saw? Hmm. Well, I hope you have a good crop this year. You can't go to sleep, Andy. You poor thing. And ladies, I have some news for you. I should have done before and after pictures. Yeah, Cryptid, they're trying to tell me it's a switch between 3G and 5G, and that's why everything's messing up, but I don't believe them. But anyway, Denny told me that I should have been taking before and after pictures. But I actually saw some kind of advertisement for this thing that you put in your mouth for sagging jaws. You know how us women get those sagging jaws around. Well, anyway, well, these guys were putting this thing in their mouth and they were chewing on it. Not chewing on it, but they were doing exercises with this little square thing. Yeah, well, that was a gimmick. Because everybody that did the testimonials said that only lasted about 2 weeks and then, it was worthless. It didn't work anymore. So I asked hubby to go to the store and get me a rubber ball, a solid, hard rubber ball. And I cut it in half. And I have been using it every single night. And I looked in the mirror yesterday and those jowl lines of mine are almost gone. And I've only been doing it for a little while and I was shocked. It really works. But I wouldn't buy whatever they were selling. But I just bought a rubber ball. I mean, it's the hard rubber balls. And I just took a knife and cut it in half. And it actually works. But you got to do it every night before you go to bed. And I was really shocked. Next time you see my face, you'll actually... She's chewing some gristle. No, you can't open your mouth wide enough. It has to be probably about the size of a baseball. Well, and then I found out too, because I used to take collagen along. Yeah, you put it in your mouth. You have to put it in, like say you cut it down the center. Now you hold the center and squeeze it together and put it in your mouth and just really bite down and just, bite down like 3 or 4 or 5 times because your jaw does hurt after the first couple days. But then you get used to it. I mean, I can leave it in my mouth for 15 minutes and I don't feel it anymore and just keep chewing on it. But it really does work, I promise you. And then, like I said, a long time ago, I used to take collagen. And then I stopped for some reason. I don't remember why. And I just started taking it again. And I've only been taking the collagen for, I think, 3 days. And I've already noticed a change in my skin. So I don't know if I'm going to make up a collagen mask or if I'm just going to keep taking them because I can make capsules. I buy my stuff in bulk and then I make my own capsules from them. But I just started taking that and I noticed a big difference in my skin already because I'm out in the sun all the time. I mean, I spend a lot of time out there. Oops, sorry. The screen came off the window. So if you guys want some... No, it has to be bigger than that. I wish my hair would grow. It stopped growing. It stopped growing like it was when I stopped doing the coconut oil. Yeah, they're not going to sell the rubber ball for that. You just have to go buy a rubber ball. Like I said, it's about the size of a baseball.
Kind of dog feet you play with.
Yeah, the kind of... Well, no, that one that I bought wasn't actually a dog ball. It was for kids. Remember you bought me that pinkish one? Anyway. But when I stopped, I see, because I can't do, not a Super Bowl. You don't want a Super Bowl. But when I was doing coconut in my hair, I could use it when we lived in Greenwood because we had city water and it wouldn't clog up the drains. But here, forget it. I mean, absolutely forget it. Make sure you wash it in peroxide. Get all the nasty things out of there. Did I hear what? What, Andy? Well, if coconut dries you out, then you need to try probably jojoba. I think jojoba. If coconut dries you out, then try jojoba oil. Hey, sissy. I didn't hear that. But of course, I'm jaw jacking, so I don't know. Anybody else hear a tree snap? Yeah. I like making, see, I don't use much body lotions, but I can make a shea butter body lotion. It does have aloe and jojoba oil in it. What do you mean, cryptid? Explain, sweetie. Yeah, do yourself a favor and wash your face for a week with goat's milk soap. That stuff's amazing. Okay, sissy. So nice to see you. I don't see you on my live chats. Of course I missed it, cryptid. I only get, like I said, you can only see like 2 or 3 and then it disappears. I bought some goat's milk, but I couldn't finish it. Yuck. Yeah, Denny and I were talking about getting goats when we move, Lord willing. They're pretty expensive around here, though. I went online to the Oklahoma barn animal site page, and I started just watching them. You know, just listening what people were watching what people were posting. Those things are expensive, and there's all kinds of different breeds. You got to know which kind to get. Some are prone to diseases, some are prone to other issues, and they got to be treated all the time with antibiotics and some other kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, you really have to do your research if you want to raise goats. What's Kiko's? The name of them? Oh, really, cryptid? Yeah, did you know that this area right here is a hot spot? Did you hear that, guys? Did you by chance see that? One of the news places around here were talking about UFOs here. Called a Kiko? Okay, I'll look it up, Ramona. Welcome back, sissy. Yeah. And even the neighbor said he believed in UFOs, but he doesn't believe in Sasquatch because he's seen plenty of UFOs here. And I'm like, what? But we did, and I promise you, we did see look like a spotlight in the field across from us and couldn't figure out where it came from. First, I thought it was just somebody maybe out spotlighting deer, but they can't spotlight the deer from the air. It was straight down. And that's exactly what these people were talking about. But I've only seen that twice. The second time I'm not sure if it came from the sky. I couldn't tell you where it came from because just in my bathroom is what faces that field area, and it was just lit up and I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Okay. Kiko's. I did look. There was no crop circles. There was nothing. So I don't have any idea. All I know is that it was bright. It was really bright. We really thought someone was coming into our driveway. Of course, you could hear them on the gravel if they did. So then maybe we thought they were just spotlighting off the street and it was just coming through the trees. But it was too steady bright. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to get outside more too. I'm stuck in this place. Denny goes out every day and goes, "Come on outside, it's nice." And I'm like, nope. Yes, there are some burnt, cracked trees up in the air. In fact, maybe I'll go out tomorrow and videotape that. It's up pretty high. Hey, Brandon, no. Not yet, sweetie. Yeah, not the tips. It's like a piece probably 20 feet in the air has been busted off and it's all... You're on lockdown again? And it's all brown like it's been burnt. So I thought, originally I just thought it had to have been electricity, you know, lightning. Just, you know, lightning struck it. But it's pretty weird because they're in odd places. Doesn't mean lightning could have struck, you know, couldn't have struck it, because I'm sure it could have. That's why I just blew it off. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, why are you on lockdown? From the banana stuff again? Yeah, that's where exactly where I saw the light. But it was just one tree out of all the trees there. Oh, this banana crap is making me crazy. That's how they're gonna have a zombie apocalypse. They're gonna give everybody the vaccination and it's gonna turn everybody into zombies. Ignore me. Yeah, it is a nightmare. COVID-19, I call it bananas. I know I'm bad. I'm rotten. I can't help myself. I'm slap happy. I'm tired. And you know, Miss Martha had to send me my book because my computer, I went in there because I was going to, somebody actually wants my book. And so I was going to send them just the part that I've written about my life. I actually was going to do it. I just call it bananas. Instead of calling it COVID-19, I call it bananas because it's silliness. Anyway, and I couldn't find it anywhere on my computer. It was completely gone. Really, Pam? Oh, I remember the flats in Cleveland. Hey, Rich, how are you? You're a sweetheart, you know that? I'll never forget you guys. Yeah, well, I don't think it's really what it is that it's rising. I don't think it's bananas that's rising. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope somebody has my book. If I've sent any of you guys my book, would you please send it back to me? Because I cannot find it and I'm freaking out. Because somebody wants it and now I can't find it anywhere. Well, there's been places all over the world that's been talking. I don't think Matt had the whole one, hon. I checked all my temporary files. They automatically delete, Andy. No, I won't have it. I don't want to have it published because I'm not finished with it yet. Pam, you're funny. I don't know because here's what makes me mad. I went to sign into my cloud and it's my grandson's and I don't know his password and he forgot it. He gave me 3 passwords to try and none of them work. So I can't get into the cloud because I have to get into his password, get into his cloud account, and then switch it to mine. Yes, I've checked all my documents. I've checked all my writing programs. I've checked everywhere. I can't find it anywhere. I think I put it on a thumb drive and all that got destroyed in the water. No, it wants you to give the password for the person that signed in last, and I can't get that password. And I've tried to go around them and ask them, you know, my grandson did it, I need to change the password and get into mine, and they said that I had to fill in the password. And I'm not calling them because they don't speak English. Last time I called Microsoft, let me tell you, that girl didn't understand half of what I was saying. And I didn't understand any of what she was saying. And I said, is there anybody there that speaks English? You know, I wanted to speak to someone who spoke English, and I wasn't being mean. It's just I could not understand a word she said. And then my email that I got that she was supposed to tell me how to reset my password just said survey. Good. I'm glad, Andy. I hope you sleep. I pray the Lord covers your dreams with good stuff and that you're able to sleep peacefully, rest quietly, and wake up refreshed tomorrow. In Jesus' name. I'm going to save the promises of God and I'm just going to do the video. I don't know. I think what I want to do is I want the cricket noise behind it. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 pages of promises of God. I wanted it to be like maybe 20 minutes long. I don't want it to be a 5-minute video. And hey, if anybody knows how to do it, can you tell me how to continuously play a video like time and time and time again? Without manually doing it, or it automatically replays. Because I searched everywhere on my phone and on the computer, and I can't find any place that allows you to constantly replay it. Yeah, a loop. Because there's this one cello channel that I went to, and that music was so soothing. Oh my gosh. So I asked permission from them to use it on one of my videos, and I haven't heard from them back. Yeah, if it's in the cloud, I don't know if I'll get it back or not. I don't know where the heck it is. All I know is I stopped using the cloud on my phone because it kept telling me I had to buy more storage and I never put anything in it. So I just deleted it. I don't know if that deleted it from my computer too. I'm not sure. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Now, they are not making any noise whatsoever, so I wonder if they're still here, if they went out to go eat. I don't know, Cryptid. Oh, I don't have a tape player. I know there was some place on YouTube that you could replay the same thing over and over again. I remember seeing it a long time ago. I don't know if they just changed it where you can't, but I can't find it. But it's a YouTube video, and it's cello music, and I mean, it is just soothing. It's beautiful, and I wanted to play it over and over, but what I gotta do is listen to it because it's only like 4 minutes long, and then I gotta hit the, refresh button. And I thought it'd be perfect to fall asleep to if I do go to sleep. Come on, babies. George. I have to save it. When you save it, then can you loop it and play it over again? Oh, thank you, Miss Sissy. See, I didn't know that. I'll have to try that then. I don't listen to that stuff. There's a lot of, I don't know. There was one video I was listening to, and it was just music. But I have really acute hearing, right? I could hear whispering in the background, and that made me nervous, so I just shut it off. I was like, I don't know what I'm listening to, and I just stopped listening to the music. And it wasn't singing, it was just instrumental. But I could hear talking. Wow. Cleveland Orchestra? Oh my goodness. I love cello music. Yeah, so do I too, Sissy. Congratulations, Pam. That's a major accomplishment. Yeah, you never know what you're listening to on YouTube, so I'm just careful.
There's one by.
What?
And the other's up here.
Yeah, hang on a second, guys. Why don't you do the peroxide therapy? I'm telling you, it works much better than what you're using. Hold on, guys. Bright light. There goes my stomach. Grumble, grumble. What time is it anyway? Oh, I heard movement. Hello? Hey, George. Denny? You are so noisy. Hi, two boys. How are you? I was just talking about you. Are your ears burning? Oh, it says 12:14. Wow, that's too early in the morning for me. I was invited down to that lady's house for coffee, and I said, what time do you get up? She said 5, and I was like, no, that's what time I go to bed. So if you want to have coffee about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to discuss any of that stuff. Anyways, I emailed you. You know, my favorite one on YouTube as far as that rain is, it's the one where it says it's hitting the hut roof. Boy, that's beautiful. 12:15 here. That is really pretty. The music's not overbearing. It doesn't have real highs and lows. It's perfect. See, because this stuff out here is where I could sleep. Hey, two boys, did you get my email? What was that? That was outside. Did you guys hear that? I sent you an email. Hubby's having a hard time breathing. The one that you responded to me before you came out here. Denny, why don't you turn the air on in that bedroom?
I got windows open.
We'll plug in the purifier. It's got peroxide in it, honey.
I got the windows open.
It doesn't matter. Close the window and turn on the air and turn that thing on so you can sleep.
I'm not going to bed yet.
It'll help you sleep better in there is what I'm saying.
Close the door too.
Yes, close everything so you stop getting that night air. He has such bad allergies. Okay, I don't know what that sound was. I think during the day I kind of hear that sound. Kind of sounds like a bird, but it's a weird, freaky noise. Well, Bella's getting mean, but you heard it, Sharon? I can't tell you what it is. Tank is just loving everything. He's got another piece of wood stuck in his mouth. I'm telling you, the dog does it on purpose. So all I can do is put the colloidal silver in his water to stop him from getting infected. But you take it out and he shoves another one back up there. Don't ask me how or why, but he keeps doing it. Yeah, it's awful loud. We're not going to hear anything. Oh, really? That's funny. Good night, Linda. God bless you. Sleep well. Okay, it's too loud, honey.
Too loud?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
I think I just heard coyotes off in the distance, too. Cryptid, when was the last time you actually saw a UFO? And it doesn't matter unless he's going to stay in there. He's not going to stay in there. He's not ready for bed yet. Okay, I know how dogs are. Go take care of the puppies. Good night, Pam. I can't tell you what it is. Oh, really? Well, good night, Pam. God bless you. Love you, hon. Miss you. The only one I ever saw was when I was a kid, and I didn't even see it. All I saw was the light and heard the heard the swish over my head, and my hair actually moved, but that was it. I've never seen one. Now, I watch them, I'll watch the videos because I'll tell you what, they've been posting them all over the place where people are having sightings. And I was going to say that earlier. There's a local station that actually someone got video And look, you can look it up. It was on this past week, and it was in Oklahoma, and they actually got footage of a UFO. That's what it looks like. Well, I've never seen one. Oh, here comes the moon. How pretty. Looky, looky, here comes the moon. There it is. Just come up over the trees. Oh, heck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I promise you, the minute I go to bed, the activity, get off here and go to bed, the activity will start out here again. Because I already know they're close by. I can feel them. You know, I know they're here. I get that tingly, spidey sensey type thing when they're around. See, there's that noise again. It's not too far away. I can't tell you where it is, but it's not too far away. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cryptid, and everybody else that's got videos, even Matt, everybody's got videos out there, and I haven't been watching anything. I would love to, but like I said, I really have not been engaged lately. My brain has not been anywhere but to this mess, and I'm trying diligently to, you know, to get back on track, but I just can't seem to do it. I don't know why. And it's just not like me normally. I guess, like I said, once I get an answer to something, anything, just an answer. Yes, that property is ours, and yes, we're moving there. We got it. We signed paperwork. We're definitely moving there. That's a start. Yes, we have some place to move, or yes, we have to stay in the shed. You know. Once I have that, then everything else will fall into place. But there's just no answers. We don't know if we have someone moving the trailers. We don't know if we have to rent a trailer, you know, to a U-Haul truck. We don't know. We do definitely know that they're coming to get the camper on the 23rd. That's one thing I do know. It was nice, like I said, that they took the tractor and the tractor parts back to the John Deere dealership, and they're going to hold them there. They're going to replace the tractor, but they're going to hold our equipment there so we don't have to worry about flooding anymore. I don't know. I just don't have any answers. So I'm just kind of up in the air. So I'm not doing anything that I normally used to do. And I don't know why the Lord has just stopped me from doing my live chats. You know, but I'll, you know, take a nap during the day because I didn't sleep the night before, and I'll be rearing to go an hour before I should go live. And then next thing I know, I'm on the heating pad and throwing up, you know. So I don't know what's going on with that. But tonight, I said, I don't care if I'm sick or not. I'm going live. I just can't stand it anymore. I miss everybody, and I miss sitting up here. And this way, I'm up. So, you know, if something runs across the yard, I'm going to be able to see it. Denny, you didn't close the door for the chicken.
For what?
The chicken door's open.
In the shed?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's the chicken ain't in there.
Oh, that's right. You put the chicken in the coop.
I let her go.
Oh, okay.
They're out in the big coop.
That's right. I forgot. I was like, uh-oh.
She's behaving too, so I guess she figures her prison sentence is up.
She's adorable. That's the only chicken that survived both floods. And Mark was supposed to come get her, but he's having his own problems, so we'll just have to wait. I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys what I would do if I actually saw a UFO. I'd probably freak out. That just kind of wigs me out. But maybe we should spend more time looking at the sky, huh? I saw a falling star the other day. I didn't wish, though. I was just like, oh, how pretty. I know it's not actually a falling star, but, you know. These crickets will put you to sleep, especially if I shut up. I guess there's clouds out there. Yeah, me too. And out here, because there's no street lights, it's just blankets and blankets of stars. It's just so beautiful. That's why I like sleeping outside. And if I know there's not going to be any rain, I won't put the rain guard on top of the tent. And it's a pretty good thing to remember, too. Well, I don't think the enemy stopped it. I think the Lord stopped it because I had peace with it. Wasn't, and I think the reason the Lord stopped it because there was some stuff going on that I didn't need to be part of. But I couldn't tell you. All I know is that I missed everybody and I wanted to go live, and I can blame the enemy for me being sick, but I trust the Lord more in my healing than I do the enemy making me sick. So there's my crossroads. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I believe that, and I'll keep claiming my healing. And see, when you ask for healing and you've been healed, you got to get rid of the memory cells. You got to ask that the memory cells be restored because your body will remember pain. You know, you've heard of phantom pain, right? Well, you can carry on that way, especially with a long-term illness. So you ask when you get healed that he restores your memory cells. I know the Lord's real specific. Sometimes a little bit more than I am, but for the longest time I prayed for something specific for one of my children. And I kept praying and praying and praying the same prayer every single night, same prayer. And I just got tired of saying the same prayer, so finally I upped it a little bit. And this time I was very, very specific. And then the Lord answered the prayer. And I was like, dang, I thought you knew me. I think he just got tired of hearing the same thing. And hubby says, be like that lady that was banging on the door saying, you know, to the judge. Not banging on the door, but to the judge. And the judge says, just give her what she wants. She'll shut up. Oh, thank you, Miss Martha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it's the whole thing. To where I stopped and said I wasn't going to go any further to my teenage years. Because I think I'll have to do it in a 3-part series. The teenage years is going to take up as much as my younger years and then go into my adult years. And in my head, I already have the ending to the book, so my brain at least has been doing that much. Yeah, he has his reasons. Okay, Miss Martha. Yeah, I told my son that too. Well, that's what I was looking for, Martha. I was looking for where I sent it to you, and I couldn't even find that email. So I think it was in my old email address, you know, the DDGS 2000. Remember, we lost that, so I'm pretty sure that's where it was. And I begged them to let me go in there and retrieve that email, and they said, you know, it was gone. I hated getting rid of. I've had that email address for 20 years. Yeah, I figured as much. Sometimes I wish that the big guys here were like Rick's, where they toss things, you know. They're so subtle here, though. If they do, it's something little, and you got to be really paying attention. Hey, K-Pup. I'm still in the RV. They're not taking it until the 23rd. How have you been? Krypton, I'm going to go back and watch that video. And I guess I'll go back and watch Rick's video with the altered voice. All I remember is seeing the thumbnail or something with a picture of his, whatever I saw. All I know is he had that hat on. I didn't realize it was that big. Embarrassing. Yeah, I think the Lord likes it when we're on our knees. I can't remember what it was. So how you been, Miss Sissy? Long time no see. I better not start buffering. That's just because they're getting closer. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So I don't drop them. Oh my gosh. It's hard to crawl up in this little teeny tiny living space. All right, come on. Here's the plug-in. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta plug you in. Good night, Sharon. God bless you. Much love. Sleep well. That was my belly. Here we go again. Yeah, there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on. A lot of us are doing it. Just gotta stick together. Let's keep edifying each other and bringing each other up and holding each other as we're going through it, because it's gonna get rough. It's going to get rough. Cryptid, what is the strangest thing you've ever seen out there? I gotta get you back on here. What burns? What'd I miss, Sissy? You burnt your knee? How'd you burn your knee? Oh, I missed everything, so I probably sound like an idiot. I have no idea. Listen to my stomach rumbling. Mm. You still have I thought you were going to get that taken care of. Ooh, nerves. Nerve pain? Yeah, I can't stand that. I get that in my sciatica. Ooh, really, Cryptid? I gotta get you back on here. What are you doing for it, sissy? I think it was Ramona that said that the CBD cream worked. Wasn't it you, Ramona? Oops. For nerve pain? I can't remember who told me that. Yeah, so was my tailbone. Yeah, well, DM is one thing, but if you see a what looks like a dog and it's got funky jointed legs, everybody out there so far that has seen anything resembling a dog just says it's a chupacabra. Was it bigger than that? Does it work for you, sissy? I've got to find something for my sciatic. That is just the most ridiculous pain. But I found a way to kind of get rid of it. I wish I could show you guys, but boy, I'll tell you what, it took the pain. I can't sleep that way, but it did work. It took the pain out. No, Lucas, just tea tree oil. I don't know. Ask Cryptid. He's the one with all the experience. Did you get pictures of the ones above you guys, Cryptid? I don't remember squat. I don't know what is wrong with my memory lately. Some things I can remember like they were yesterday, and other things are just poof, gone. Oh, really? Where, sissy? Can you tell me the name of it? I have tried 3 different kinds on Denny, and not one of them work. One was 300 milligrams, one was 1,000 milligrams, one was, I don't remember how many milligrams, but I tried everything. Oh, that must have really freaked you out. Is that what started you on all this, Cryptid? It's just weird. Yeah, I think I was 8 or 9. I think I was about 8 or 9 years old when we saw that one above Lake Erie. Yeah, I tried it. It didn't do nothing for me. And I even took some of the CBD oil out and put it on my sciatic, rubbed it in. It did nothing. I mean, it didn't touch it. like I was putting olive oil on it. I mean, it did nothing. But if any of you guys have sciatic, and if you guys or girls have sciatica, let me tell you one way, one move that you can do that absolutely takes the pain immediately off when it's really bad. Okay. All right, sissy. So does anybody in here have sciatica? Yeah, same here, Cryptid. No, I found another way, another one, Martha. One that's actually works better. Okay, so here's what you do. I mean, this literally will take it. It'll take the pain, the sting part, that bad part, where no matter where you lay or move or turn, it doesn't get rid of it, and it's just like fire burning. This is what you do. You stand up with a chair or something in front of you, and you bend over and you grab, bend straight over and grab the chair with your hands, the seat part of the chair. Put it probably about 2 feet away from you and bend over. Then slowly lower your knees and stick your butt out. And I mean literally stick your butt out. Kind of like them stupid, nasty dances that people were doing for a long time. I don't even remember what it's called. But you put your butt like out and up in the air, and I'm telling you, immediately it was gone. Immediately. And I was shocked, because one day I was in so much pain and I just kind of threw my head down. I was standing up, and then, I just stayed in that position. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I just bent over and I put my head on that little couch thing I've got going on there. But then my legs started hurting, so I kind of lowered my knees a little bit. And I'm telling you, that pain was gone. I mean, just gone. And I look like an idiot, but oh my gosh. I tried heat and I tried ice. Ice works better than heat on sciatica, but when you're done being numb, oh my gosh, it hurts like twice as bad. So I stopped using ice. I stopped using the heating pad on my sciatic. All I can do is kick my legs until I pass out, or have hubby rub my leg, because massaging does work. It actually does work. But his hands are so crinkled with his arthritis, he can't lay his hand down flat, so I feel guilty asking him to rub my leg. I won't ever get the shots for that. It's just, all it is steroids, so I won't do that. I won't ever do those shots. Yeah, that's a wicked drug. But anyway, try it. I'm telling you, it works so fast. You just can't stay that way. But the longer you stay there, the longer it helps. I have a TENS unit. It didn't work for me. It made mine worse. There's also a difference between sciatic and piriformis muscle. I mean, if it is actually sciatica, it's one way, and if it's the piriformis muscle, it's another. And they can tell that by doing deep tissue massage. And so when I went into the doctor for it, I can't take gabapentin. I tried gabapentin a long time ago when I was in so much pain. That stuff made my brain zap. I felt like I was in an electrical current. Zzz, zzz, zzz. No thanks. I'm sure acupuncture does help. There's nobody around here who does it. I've tried it. Listen, I'm dead serious, and as God is my witness, I'm telling you the truth. I put those pads in so many places to try to find it, and then I asked my chiropractor, and he showed me exactly where to put it. My husband used to put the patches on me, and I turned that thing on, and when I first turned it on, it felt great, but after a few minutes, wow. I mean, it was, my legs were jumping like crazy. Yeah, I couldn't take gabapentin. I won't take Lyrica. I'll just, like I said, as long as I can, as long as I got movement like I do, I'll keep doing those stretches. Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Well, that was Lyrica or gabapentin. That gabapentin just did me in. Well, your mama probably can't do the stretches like I'm saying, but I'll tell you what, if you can get her to do, if you can get somebody to do deep tissue massage therapy on her, it would help her tremendously. Why don't you try, why don't you try what they're trying, which is what Sissy's doing, CBD oil with Aspercreme together, and see if that works. You guys keep telling each other what works for you, because this is great. This, there's stuff that you guys are saying that I haven't tried before. I used Aspercreme for probably about 2 months. If I could take it before my sciatic started and I could go to sleep. If I was really tired. Well, you have to get the CBD oil from someplace, and Aspercreme you can just buy at a store. You can buy that at a Walmart or something like that, but you mix the two together. Sissy, tell Cryptid how to use it. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. If you can take the edge off, people can handle the pain better. Yeah, gabapentin, rotten. Yeah, that stuff was wicked. Wicked, wicked. Denny was taking it for a while, and it worked really well on him, but then he's like me. If the doctor gives me medicine I have to take for a long period of time, it stops working really quickly. Okay, did you read that? Cryptid? You have to buy the CBD cream and the Aspercreme and mix them half and half. If that'll work for your mom, what kind of CBD cream, though? Where from, Sissy? Maybe he can get it and do that mixture together and give it to his mom. Make it up for her so she can use it. But I'll tell you what, I went 3 days, guys, 3 days with not one bit of sciatic pain when I did that deep tissue massage. It hurt, and I was black and blue. But I'm telling you, 3 days of no pain. Yeah, I remember the first time they gave me Tylenol with codeine. My heart was jumping all over the place, so I can't take that. Doctor's kind of, throwing his hands in the air when it comes to me, because there's not a lot of stuff I can take. I got to the point where my stomach, I said, I'll take anything. I don't care. I'll take anything. But, yeah, I'm really thinking that a lot of mine is, like everybody said, stress related. Because I've noticed the more stressed I get, the worse it gets. Well, there's no one around here. The girl that does the deep tissue massage, she was here last weekend for I guess they were having some kind of festival in Tallahena. And She had a cart or booth there, and she was going to come to my house. It was Saturday, last Saturday, and she was going to come to my house. Oh my gosh, that sounds like me, Ramona. Can't give me those hard drugs. So her and I were talking, and so she said she'd drive back out here and do it before I left. She charges $60 for an hour, and when I was in Greenwood, they wanted $60 for 15 minutes, you know. No, I take that back. $45 for 15 minutes, $60 for half an hour, $90, I think it was, for an hour. No, Amazon doesn't sell true CBD. You have to find, see, that's why I said if you can find a name brand of the CBD, because that's a lot of our problems. You know, you get online and there's so many places, you don't know who's really selling CBD or the good stuff or the bad stuff. You don't know what to buy. I was so lost. You know, Sissy, you told me one brand. Ramona was making her own. Rick tries another kind. And I bought both kinds and neither one worked. Okay, Sissy. Because Ramona, you make it, right? Good night, Cryptid. I'll see you soon, hopefully. God bless you, hon. Take care. Yeah, but you get enough just for you, right? You don't sell it to anybody else? What are you slapping at?
Fly.
Uh-oh. We got a fly in the house. Yeah, but you make them just for you, right? You don't sell them to anybody else? You don't sell them? Because if yours is strong enough, I might buy one for you to try on Denny. Okay. Well, that's the problem that we're running into. Because, like I said, I bought the kind. I believe Sissy was the first one that gave me the name, and then Rick gave me the name of his, and I bought both. I bought the Balm and the other one, and I tried them on Denny, and then I tried this other one that my son said was pure and was the best stuff to use, and it had the THC in it, and I tried that on hubby, and it didn't work on him either. Okay, Ramona, I need to do something because I know he needs it. His poor hands are so gnarled up. Yeah, well, the one with the THC in it is the one that I think that they said works better on certain types of pain. Yeah, you want to hear something really bad? When I was working at the nursing home in Greenwood, there was a guy there. He was a young guy, and he had MS, and it was really bad. And I got yelled at by my boss because I told his sister to get him CBD oil. And they had a hissy fit. and told me I wasn't allowed to tell anybody about the natural stuff. And it would have helped him so much, but they would not allow it on the premises. And that just made me so mad. I don't understand why they wouldn't do whatever would, ease his discomfort and help him. He was young. I'm watching outside. Craziness. Anyways, well, I think I'll let you guys go. I'll go sit and watch some videos. And Ramona, I will send you that stuff for the seizures. And Miss Martha, I'll try to open the email you sent and see if I can get that loaded on my computer. And then I'll give you guys the link to the place that wants my video, my book. And let's see what they say, because if they approve it, they have a whole bunch of book companies that read the stories. So let's see what they have to say. But anyways, I'll send that. If I can open it, I'll go ahead and submit that tomorrow. But I'll go ahead and get this, and I'll leave everybody for tonight. I don't know when I'll be back. I can't promise. I hate promising you guys or trying to promise you something that doesn't follow. I don't follow through on it. But good night, everybody. Remember what I said. Stay strong in your faith. Don't let anybody sway you. Keep your armor on. Prayer warriors, stick together. Everybody's got to stick together. If you're having a hard time, reach out to one of us. If somebody's trying to pull you away from the Lord, reach out to one of us. Everybody here will stand beside you and behind you, and we'll walk you through it, and we'll help you, and we'll pray for you, as God is my witness. So tonight, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I ask you for a supernatural hedge of protection around all my family online. Even when we're not together, we are still together because we are united in faith. I understand that the enemy is roaring around, trying to find who he can devour and destroy and divide, which is his job. I know these are end times, and you told us this was going to happen. So we need the strength in numbers. We need to stand together. We need to edify each other. We need to be there and truly be the light that you told us that we had to be for those that are lost. Let none be lost, Father. And those that have strayed, Father, I pray hard for those tonight. I pray that you put someone in their path to bring them back, or I pray that you soften their heart and open their eyes. Let them actually physically see, Father, what the world is and how the enemy is trying to divide. In the meantime, I thank you for all your many blessings. I thank you for each and every person that's been here tonight. I ask you to keep them safe. I ask you to help them spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever their needs are. Father, you know what we need before we even ask. And we don't want to ask for things that we want so much as what we need. And because you know what we need before we ask, I ask you to follow through on that, Father. You're a man of your word. We trust you. We love you. We believe in you. And in Christ's name I pray. Amen. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll try to do a video tomorrow. Walk around. Maybe. Try to get out of here. I need to get out of this place. But in the meantime, you guys have a good night. God bless you. I'll see you soon. And I love you all very much. And thank you for coming by. I appreciate it big time. You are loved. Good night.